What is up, my friends and the viewers of the tube? Figured I'd jump on the YouTube machine and give you guys an update on Arkfi and all of the shystiness that is with the project. If you haven't seen my video yesterday or my Medium, definitely check those out because we have some great things regarding the fake team, the scammy behavior that they're stealing from investors, and a lot of amazing proof that these people are just con artists. And so without further ado, let's get into the juicy details. So as you can see, this is an article I did yesterday talking about how they are skimming off the top and how they decided to just shut off the ILC and let the price plummet. We go over why all of the transactions and all the money that they're stealing and how they are a fake team. As you can see here, and I've done 2 videos on this, so definitely check out my other videos that go into detail about this. But the fake dev team, no experience, the chief dev who has no experience in development whatsoever, is just going by their background that they wrote about themselves. But it's funny because you go in and you look at this dude who is actually committing, unless, I reached out to him on the real person based on the picture multiple times. We'll see if he actually responds or is he actually committing identity theft, which would be quite interesting because obviously they already stole $300,000 from the LP and now committing identity theft because hasn't done anything on social media in years. Contacted him trying to say, hey, are you around anymore? Contacted on the socials on both Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, no response. Even sent a text message to the person, and multiple people say that the person on the voicemail that is Brett Nordine, the real one, does not sound like anybody on a podcast. So definitely check out the full video to know more about the details. But as you can see, the price continues to drop and the money keeps being siphoned away. You can definitely just check the transactions on how scammy this behavior is. You can literally look for double transactions where they're front running things like this one, where they sold 187 and made 181 within the same exact time frame. And if we go and pull up these wallets, you can see there's just $2,000 in BUSD that is sitting there. That should be going to the treasury, but unfortunately, it is not. However, any kind of, rewards that are ARK, they definitely go and are sent to the vault like this. So they are sending ARK tokens to the vault, which has 226,000 ARK tokens, but for whatever reason, they are keeping the BUSD in each of these wallets and hiding it from the community. And there's a lot of them. You can definitely check. Like I said, you can go through our video that we talked about this, or you can go through this Medium article that shows 100% proof of all of their scams. And the video right here, how Arkfi rug pulled 100% without anyone knowing. But why are they holding all these tokens and have all these suspicious tokens just sitting there? It's very suspicious, and I would definitely ask in the MA, in the Telegram, in the Discord, and all the things that are they lying about. I would highly recommend people to start asking questions, start having them go on video instead of just audio, and show their faces, because if you are pretending to be someone that you're not, that's identity theft, and that's a crime. I think it's a federal crime, actually. So you might want to obviously check into that. Also, obviously, theft and cybercrime, like they're doing, is obviously a crime too. But I'm not a lawyer, so definitely check more into that yourselves. But you can look through these transactions. Anything that's like a double transaction, like buy sell, are typically the right, like this one for you can just go through the blockchain super easily and see that there's $1,000 just sitting here, and then they have like Rex tokens and all sorts of other tokens that they're buying. Drip, like if this is the ILC, then why does it have drip and sending money to other places and holding BUSD while everyone else is holding the bag? So very, very fascinating. And let's get into the white paper, because I think this is super also important, because we can see how incompetent this team is. As you can see here, we have our roadmap. So our roadmap, and it's crazy to think that in one quarter, they only were able to develop a mobile application, which really isn't a mobile application. It's a bookmark that is considered a PWA, which I just asked ChatGPT to create me one. Hey, my buddy ChatGPT, I want to create a progressive web app, just like this website. Are you able to do that? Yeah, I'm happy to build a progressive web app for you. Thanks, buddy. That's awesome. And so they couldn't do it because obviously the progressive web app is meant for iPhones and mobile devices as a simple way to kind of get around the app store. And so I just asked ChatGPT to create me a mobile app. And I mean, it already has the layout. Can easily just put this together in, say, coding software and build this out. I mean, all it is JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. So very easy to do. This is a very basic PWL. It includes a service worker for an offline support, and then a manifest file for the app metadata. I mean, you need to replace the path with your own, obviously. So really easy. I mean, I just built, this is just like I literally just built this in seconds using ChatGPT. And I know a little bit of HTML, and I'm sure I can put this in a environment and have something that is similar without the graphics and all that that ChatGPT has. But it is what it is. They spent a whole quarter on building a bookmark that works with an HTML, CSS. That's really, really easy to do. I can probably have a Fiverr developer create one over the weekend, not too hard. But however, this stuff is still not done. And I talked about this in my Medium article, where I said a few days before the actual crash and burn of the Arkfi that this was going to happen. And let's just go ahead and pull that up. A warning to Arkfi investors. This was May 14th, before the rug pull. And as you can see here, roadmap, and this is what they'll do. They'll do nothing. And are we 100% right so far? Yes, we are. You're 100% right. Are they going to freeze the money? No, because they've already made their money. If they do that, they're going to have to actually deliver something, and they're not. They're going to just tie up investors' money so that whales can continuously dump on other people and continuously take out the money. They will do a shell game, which we've already talked about, with the privacy token called ArcNet, which I have something to bring up here in a second. But let's just check into this real quick. Here, let's go here. here. I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point it's done. Yeah, Philston, I totally agree with you that it is done. But you have to think that they still need to, there's still enough money for, if we go to here, there's still enough money. There is $325,000 that the inside crew needs to slowly liquidate so that the other cult members and lemmings and NPCs don't really suspect that it was just a rug. They want to make sure that they can continue to milk it without anyone being too, I guess, forthcoming on what's actually happening. And so it's funny because if you look at all these wallets, you can see that it's just holding thousands of dollars. And there's a few wallets I found that was 17,000. These are just new wallets that I just scroll down and just today that I can see people holding a bunch of tokens, or sorry, a bunch of BUSD that's not part of the treasury, not part of anything. But what I also find fascinating is if we go to, say, the contracts, where is if we go to Arkfi, well, one, to go back to this, they're not going to do any of this. They're not going to have a DVPN. You can ask them, tell them to show you a MVP within the like an environment with a test net on the ArcNet token, privacy token, and show video proof, but they won't. They also probably won't show video proof of their faces because obviously they are scammers and con artists. We've already gone over that, but we'll see what they do. But what I find fascinating, if we go to the contracts, so let's go to the contracts. Do I have this one up? No. Contracts, and we can go to the contract creator, and you can see all the contracts that they've created. So we'll go to the vault. And then we can go to the contract creator. So right here. And you can see all the contracts that they've created. So like the Arc Vault was created, the Arc pre-seed was created. So these are those pre-seed contracts that are supposed to hold the Arkfi. But it's weird because there's none in here. There's only 10 BUSD. So that's strange. I don't know. What do you guys think? Why is there no, when they stole the 300,000 from you guys, where's that? Warning. This one? I think it was this one. When they stole the, right here, when they stole the 300,000 in LP from you guys, where did it go? Because it's definitely not in the pre-seed contract right here that they created, nor in the secondary pre-seed contract. So it's definitely somewhere. I know that they did deposit some ARC or something in there and then withdraw it. So that's not suspicious at all. And if they are essentially doing that, where they're depositing ARC and ArcNet as the pair, what happens to all the BUSD? Well, I can tell you that it's probably going to be sitting in all those wallets that are just sitting there that are personal wallets and not actually the ILC. So very fascinating stuff. I mean, it's all just here, you guys. You guys can definitely check see what some of these transactions have. So you can see that they sent one ARC, all right, to the contract rules. And I also saw a very interesting wallet too. It was like an admin contract. Let me try and find it again. Maybe it was this one. So they have a other contract that I saw in here that was kind of fascinating. Was it this one? And like this is another contract with safe proxy. There's just a lot of weird contracts within this. A lot of weird transactions, no taxes, people on the whitelist, and money being held in wallets that people aren't being sent to the treasury. So you guys should definitely ask questions. Ask questions in the Telegram, see where the money is at, ask them to show their faces, ask them to actually maybe show you the MVP of the actual DVPN and how it works with the testnet. If they're building this layer 1 and all this other stuff, then they should be able to at least show you a VPN, especially since the roadmap shows it being done this quarter. And it seems like they haven't done anything besides create a mobile app that I literally created using ChatGPT in 30 seconds. So yeah, that's about it. I guess an update, we can check out the price. This was on the 14th. This is today. We can see some massive amounts of gains have been had. Liquidity is down 600,000. Of course, they took the 300,000 that they stole from everyone. Reserves about the same, but obviously they're probably gonna steal that. Vault balance is going up, but that's because they're skimming. Actually, hold on. Is that wrong? No, vault balance is down by 60,000 vault, 60,000 ARC. And yeah, so that's about it, guys. I wish you the well. I'm going to continuously drain as much of the liquidity as I can because that's what all of you should be doing. But yeah, that's an update. They literally are doing exactly what I've said, where they're not going to release anything. It's definitely the Forex Shark playbook. So they learned from the master of scamming, which is Drip, and they took note. They did a little bit better without with how they lock out wallets and how they skim off the top when the price should have been going parabolic, but they artificially kept the price down so that they can skim BUSD off the top and keep it for themselves. So ask questions in the Telegram. You'll probably get banned, but do it in a smart way where you can ask, say, hey, can we see the VPN or an MVP or how it works, or maybe even a test net, because I know that, you know, the quarter 2 is ending here in about a month, in 10 days, and they don't even have a basic onboarding and offboarding, which is literally easy to do. I did it in an hour by using a website, and it's not going to save you guys. So if you think that, then you're totally wrong. I know that they're going to say that it's going to save everyone and it's going to add more fees and outside capital, but it's really not. So I wish you all the best. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Be careful of the team because they're all scammers. I would say some of the people that probably are in it that are aware of the scam, I would say probably Drip Guide, I would say, external, what is his name? Eternal crypto optimist. Obviously, the two main people, Globe and Brent, and then there's a few other people, probably like Crypto Putter, Crypto Badgers, Fleming something. So all these people are either cult members, and they don't think for themselves, or they're in on the scam because they do not want to protect their audience. They just want to shill, and continuously collect on the back of new investors, which we call exit liquidity in the market. So good people. Well, not really. They're horrible people. But just wanted to share that with you guys. We'll just leave this on because why not? Definitely, figure out, ask questions, don't invest any more money in this because it's just going to keep. I mean, we already know how this ends. I already gave you guys a warning. Where it is. I mean, this is how it's going to turn out. So, I mean, you can already see the curvature going. So, and it's gonna go for a few months until it's fully drained. The price is going to continuously drop. More wallets are going to be locked out, and you can see right here. This one. I think it's this one. So right here, they'll keep, what they'll do is they'll keep dropping. They're not going to turn on the ILC because it'll drain their profits. They don't want to keep having to shill out to keep the price up and prop it up because they don't want to lose out on any more money. And so what's gonna happen? The reason why I'll tell you exactly why they set it up this way is because this timer, after 24 hours, it stops accumulating rewards. And if it gets to a certain point, then in price, it's going to lock out people that have smaller wallets, which then leaves the liquidity for those that have that are inside the inner circle or that have bigger wallets to continuously pull that liquidity. So like at a certain point, if you're someone who has like 50 ARK and the price is 260, which it's now not, then you have a dead wallet essentially. So anyone that has now, say, 100 ARK in their wallets are now dead wallets because the taxes, the going from 2% to 1%, with the rewards, all those things just lock out and create dead wallets so that the people that have no taxes that are on the whitelist and people that have bigger wallets can continuously reap the benefit and continuously drain the liquidity. And that's how they created this clever scam. So if you wrap this all in one, you have a fake team that isn't real, that is stealing money from the team and the project, who's using a stolen identity and is committing, what is that called? Identity fraud. And then, you have criminal activity with stealing liquidity from people. I mean, I think there's a statute of limitations of how much like grand larceny is larceny. I don't know what the exact terminology is, but I know a certain price point becomes a major felony if you steal over a certain amount, and that seems like over that amount, that 300,000. I mean, it doesn't include all the other money that they're stealing in multiple wallets that are just sitting there waiting to be dumped when or taken from when everyone just decides to leave the project. And yeah, and they lock out rewards for people because of their 24-hour timer. So that's it, guys. Ask questions, get people informed, protect your crypto, and hold these people responsible for the project that they said that they were going to do, but have not done anything. I'll leave you with this, that the whole point of creating the Spark, I mean, you guys can say like, oh yeah, they were so nice, they gave Spark away, but in reality, the people that got the Spark set up the downfall of this project. And who knows, maybe, well, two things. This is actually an interesting concept. You guys can let me know what you think. Let me pull up two things. Let's go to Spark. Where's the weird that there's a few people that won 2 times, but there was a lot of different, like the chances of actually winning twice in a few days is very slim, to be honest. Number 2, the price when they decided to pull out a large chunk of bond, which demolished the price from, I think, $5.08 to $3, left a lot of people that had the minimum to get their rewards under the minimum. And then they charge a 13% withdrawal and a 13% deposit tax, a 13% withdrawal, which is actually closer to like 23%. Like 23%, it's actually a huge percentage that is withdrawn. And so when you deposit in there, they steal you of that money. When you withdraw it, they steal you. And then they pulled out a large chunk to artificially drop the price even more, which then pulled people out of the rewards pools and the ability to hit the minimum of 250 bond by doing that, which then pulled all those people out of earning rewards through their syndication and made them ineligible to actually earn awards here and rewards through their syndications. So definitely some interesting stuff. Let me know what you guys think. Definitely ask questions in Telegram. Spread the word because I just feel bad. Like I got it in February. I gave a lot of mine away just because I wanted people to win, and I'm still been giving it away. We've been giving away ARK to winners on the live stream for guessing the floor, which obviously there is no floor. It's just going to continuously drop. But yeah, I mean, it's just ask questions. Why have they only been able to create one fucking thing, a mobile app, which is literally just done easily through ChatGPT? But then in Q2, they haven't been able to deliver on anything and show anything or any proof, nor does any of these top 3 create any kind of utility for the project. And so that leaves you with holding a shit coin bag and literally they got away with like thievery. So that's it, guys. I'm at it. I'm just going to leave my live stream up. If you have any questions, feel free to reach them or ask questions down below. And remember that you matter and you are valued. So until next time, guys, let's just leave on the price. Watch it continuously drop because that is the ARK way.